Hi and welcome. So in this video, I'm going to be analyzing USDJPY. So mind you, I've already had a long-term set up for this instrument. So I'm just kind of like not necessarily scaling in, but it's just a continuation, right, of the initial momentum, because you guys can see that this market is impulsively moving bullishly, right? So I obviously start with the daily time frame to just check my daily bias and be sure as to where the market is going. So I see that we have a change of character here, which is even more confirmed with the change of character here. Another change of character, right? So that just shows how strong this bullish momentum is. And let me just see if there are key zones. Okay, so we have a zone here that the market broke. So this could be a retest, right? This could be a retest going to the upside. So in this market, I will continue looking for buys. Now remember here, I'm just checking my daily bias. I will continue looking for buys. I think I see a zone, a very significant area. Now this is the daily time frame, so any bounce in price, especially twice, here it's 3 times, it is very significant, and I shall not overlook it. So this is where I'm anticipating my next TP. So once the market gets here, I'm going to relax and just see how it reacts off of this market. So okay, we have our anticipated take profit there. Let's just see what else. Okay, we have another zone here. So here we have a demand area, and clearly the market failed to break this price. So it's just another confirmation to say we're looking for buys, right? So okay, I'm going to clear my charts for the daily buys. Now my buys are confirmed. Then I move on to the 4-hour time frame to just see if we're having the same thing. All right, so I really don't see any opposition from here on, right? And the market hasn't broken this, so I'm still confident in the buys. So okay, I don't really analyze on the 1-hour time frame. I use the 4-hour time frame, sorry. I use the 1-hour time frame to analyze and to just see what's really happening in the markets. So one thing I always say is focus on the right more than you do on the left, right? So I obviously have to start with what's happening here. So I can see a downtrend, and we all know that a downtrend, its breakout is to the upside, right? Which is just another confirmation to confirm buys. So that's good. So let's just see what's happening here. Okay, I can see a trend line is feasible to draw. Let me just draw this fair value gap because I think I'm going to use it because there's something that I'm seeing here. So I'm just going to draw that fair value gap. So I just want to draw significant levels, right? So I see a significant level there. I see one here. So this one's very tricky. I can't really tell if the market is not going to respect it or if it is going to respect it, because we can see what happened here. There was a break and the market sold. This was Monday, right? So it just opened and it went straight down. So there's nothing that's really happening here. So I don't really have any confirmation. So this might just be my first TP. But I think I'm just going to look for buys here using this fair value gap, because I'm very confident that the market is going to disrespect this bearish fair value gap, and then it's going to just do that. And one trick that I'm going to tell you, right? So you can see that this is trendline liquidity, right? This is trendline liquidity. So if the market is bound to respect the trendline liquidity, obviously it has to touch it, right? So we have the recent low there. So the fact that this low did not touch that area of liquidity and it is already pushing itself to the upside, that is just confirmation to say this market is going to push up. Now, I don't know what might happen. So the market could either respect this fair value gap and come and touch this trendline liquidity, because it has to touch it. You know, it has been respecting it and then push to the upside. So, but what I'm anticipating is this. So this is my first entry for now. Once I see a break outside of this fair value gap, I'm going to place my buy, which I'm very confident that it's even going to break above it. So I think my first TP would be there. But so I'm using a bearish fair value gap for a bullish order. So inversely, I'm using it as an inverse fair value gap, because when the market disrespects a fair value gap of a certain color, it shows that the other party is in power, right? So that's how I also use fair value gaps, instead of using them in the standard way to say a bullish fair value gap is going to be respected and a bearish fair value gap is going to be respected, and then the market is going to push to the downside. I also use them inversely, so it really works. So that's what I see for now, right? But if this happens, if it respects the fair value gap and then pushes, I know it's definitely going to come here and touch this area. I'm just going to take my buys. I know I don't trade trendline liquidity, but it's November. There's really no time to wait. So I'm definitely going to take those buys, because I have every confirmation to take those buys. So what I like to do is I like to just check where price is coming from. You know, that's just what I like to do, to just really confirm the gravity of my entries. So I just like to see where price is coming from. So let's just check what has been happening. So we also have trendline liquidity here, right? So this seems like a wedge. I'm just going to use that touch. I thought I was going to get more touches on these lows. So that's a rising wedge. Is it a rising wedge? Kind of. Let's just say trendline liquidity. And it closed to the upside, right? That's just one confirmation to say, yes, this market is buying. So back to where we are and where we should focus. So yeah, that's about it for me in this market. That's really about it. Oh, and I also see something as well. So here we have a supply and demand, which I might just use for my take profit. A supply and demand block. I'm very confident that this market is going to be bullish. and break this downtrend. I'm extremely confident. And this is a very simple market, hey? It is very simple. S&D. Now, mind you, I've already checked my indexes and everything that's in the background. So I've really just confirmed my buys for this market. So that's it. So this is my current setup. This is my setup for USDJPY. So yeah,